Hi everybody, my name is Katie and I suffer from Crohn's disease. So I was actually diagnosed with ulcerative colitis back in 2018. I had all the signs and symptoms of ulcerative colitis. The majority of my inflammation was in my colon. So a lot of the doctors that I was talking to and I saw all pointed it to ulcerative colitis, mainly IBD, but they really thought I had ulcerative colitis. Well, it got to the point where I failed 3 immune suppressants and biologics, and I was really heavily relying on prednisone to pretty much survive. Anytime I would try to taper off of the prednisone, I would end up in the hospital and my symptoms would come back, and they'd come back with vengeance. I had a few bouts of C. diff. I'll make another video on C. diff and all of that stuff. And it wasn't until I ended up going to a big GI clinic in the area and speaking to a doctor, and my appointment was 3 hours long. They went through all of my testing, all of my results, all of my colonoscopies, all of my endoscopies, all of my x-rays, all of my CTs, everything within these 3 hours. And they actually realized that I'm suffering from Crohn's disease, not ulcerative colitis. So I think for me, that was like the first big step that I was able to make in my healing journey, or in my understanding journey in general, that I now know what I'm actually facing. Because I felt like everything that we were doing wasn't working for me. Nothing was working. I felt horrible. I felt sick. I could barely get out of bed. I was barely sleeping. I was barely leaving the bathroom if I did get out of bed. I was going to the bathroom every 5 to 10 minutes. And it got to a point where I was laying in bed and I would, just like the simplest little shift or move, I'd have to go to the bathroom. So I was getting no sleep, and kind of hearing that I'm not crazy from the doctors meant the world to me. Unfortunately though, by the time I got to the GI clinic, my colon was pretty damaged. With all the inflammation that I had, it was really, are we gonna keep trying another biologic, or are we going to remove your colon? Well, I ended up getting admitted in that hospital visit, a doctor's visit. I ended up getting admitted and I had a hospital stay. During that hospital stay, my colon ended up perforating because of the inflammation. So I needed emergency surgery and my colon was removed. During that hospital stay, they also did the testing to see if I'd be a candidate for a J pouch, which is where they take your small intestine, they create a J loop at the bottom, and then they attach it to your bottom. So that's kind of like your little makeshift colon right there, so that you don't have to have an ostomy bag. Well, it turned out I was a candidate for it. So I ended up with an ostomy bag only for about 8 to 9 months. And then through that 8 to 9 months, I had 3 separate surgeries to create my J pouch. So now I am the proud owner of a J pouch. Me and my J pouch have good days and we have bad days. Some days we're not on speaking terms. Some days we are. We're still trying to figure it out, but that's okay. It's a journey. It's our journey. And it's a journey that I'm hoping to take you guys on as well. So if any of you have any questions or concerns, or even if you want to know more about my J pouch or my ostomy bag or anything like that, please leave it in the comments and I'll go ahead and I'll either make videos or I'll reply back in the comments. I do want to make other separate series that involve only my J pouch, so that if you have questions just about the J pouch, you can just go to those ones. Or if you have questions about my ostomy bag or what it's like to have an ostomy bag, I'll make videos separated just for that as well. But yeah, it has been quite the journey. I am technically on an immune suppressant right now. I'm on Rinvoq. We have had mixed feelings about it, but it is too soon to tell if my body is actually responding to it or if it's not. Some days are good, some days are bad, but hopefully on my next GI appointment, I'll take you guys with me and we can learn a little bit more about what's been going on. So I hope you guys have a great day.